Hey y'all, it's Whitney Lane for Afterbuzz TV, and we are sitting here with the brothers Landreth, and you see a lot of these dudes right here. We're gonna let them introduce themselves. You go first, and tell us what you play.
I'm Ryan. I play drums.
Yep.
I'm Joey, and I play guitar and sing.
I'm Dave. I play bass and write emails.
I'm Ariel, and I play guitar as well.
Okay, but I'm also sitting in what we call a...
This is what we affectionately refer to as a landwich.
Is that not fun? A little Whitney sandwich, but it's a landwich. I'll take it. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for sitting down with us. We're so excited to talk to you. You guys are rising stars right now, obviously. I mean, your sound, people are loving it. And I want you just to tell us how the Brothers Landreth came about. Who wants to share?
Started off, we were all sidemen, like working musicians first, and Dave and I, he was out tour managing an indie band, and I was tour managing a country band, and I just got off a really hard tour, and I called him up and I said, hey, you want to put together our own band so that we don't have to deal with other people's crap? And originally it was just supposed to be like just for fun and play little folk festivals around our hometown. Like there's a big community for music down there, or up there, I guess, for you guys.
Up there, yes.
So that was the initial plan, and before I knew it, Dave had gotten us enough money to do a record, and before we knew it, we were in the studio making a record. We didn't actually even have enough songs for the album by the time we were in the studio, so
That's amazing.
It was pretty fun.
So it wasn't that difficult to call up your brother here and try to start something, huh?
No, he was pretty open to the idea. I mean, I think the big fat check I sent him first helped.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good
I'm
stuff,
still
right?
waiting for that check.
Oh, I see. Well, what about you two? How did you two end up?
I've been working with both Dave and Joey for years, since I was 12. Joey was 14. Dave would have been 16 at that time, and I think I was just the easiest drummer to reach out and grab the easiest time.
You must be good. You must be good. Come on.
Well, he sure is available. That's
Okay. Now, what about you?
I've also been playing with these guys what seems like forever, so there's nothing new musically there. But I'm the new guy in the band, so to speak. So the stars kind of just aligned. And,
So is there any hazing for the new boy in the band?
No, the opposite. No, he gets away with everything
get away with
because he's new and fresh and doesn't know yet. So
I love it. That must be fun. Okay, so you're from Canada. All you guys are from Canada.
Yep.
How does that influence your sound?
You know, I don't know necessarily that it does in a really obvious way. We get all the same music that you guys do. Of course, we're more exposed to the Canadian content than you guys would get. So I mean that makes a difference. But we grew up listening to like a lot of music from the South, Little Feat, Lyle Lovett, Allman Brothers, like a lot of stuff like that. So we had a lot of access to that. So I think probably just we have long winters where we're from. Like in Winnipeg particularly, we have long winters, so that forces you to sit in the basement and practice.
That might help, actually.
So I think that helps.
That's
that helps.
great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your debut album that's coming out in 2015, January 27th. Am I right?
you got it.
Yay! I want to hear all about it.
Well, we recorded it up in middle of one of those winters that Joey was talking about. We holed up, and in 3 days we laid down the bed tracks for what wound up being 9 songs.
It's called Let It Lie, correct?
It's called Let It Lie.
So why is it called Let It Lie?
Well, there's a track on the record called Let It Lie, and we were going to call it something completely different, like kind of pretentious and way too many words, and our producer was like, yeah, I like that idea, guys, for the title, but maybe, what about Let It Lie? We like that song, right? Like, okay, all
You're
right.
like, I guess I better listen to you.
Yeah, we pay him for it, so.
So I also read lots of rocky relationships amongst the four of you that these songs may come from. Mostly you. Well, then tell us about these rocky relationships and how they come into song.
Well, you know, they weren't all rocky, but I'm a very hard on my sleeve kind of guy, and the muse always strikes me when I'm most emotionally engaged. So from some heartbreak was born a lot of songs about heartbreak.
That makes sense, and I'm sure the ladies love those, right? They can relate, I'm sure.
The ladies love them.
So wait, one of them is Firecracker, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear how that one came about.
I started writing that song. That's one of the few songs on the record that I brought to the table myself. And that song, I started writing it in 2006. And it just sort of was like, a narrative. What I didn't realize, like I know now, but it was kind of a narrative for where I was at in my life at that time, and it was kind of the foreshadowing story of what was to come, and yeah. So
we'll be listening for that in 2015. Now, I want to hear what your favorite part of performing is, because you guys are traveling all over right now. Like, what do you love about that?
It's super special to see people react to the music. You know, we give it our all to see that come across, and then people react to it and appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. You're going to say something.
No, that's very,
it.
very succinctly put.
I like it. Okay, so you've been opening for Leanne Womack some, right?
Yep.
I want to hear all about this because she is great. Let's be honest, right? That woman, veteran lady there in country music. What has she taught you guys?
You know what? We learned a lot about class from her. She's incredibly classy, and in a world where people would want to sort of push you in a more commercial direction, she sort of stood her ground, put her feet down, and said, no, like I make kind of traditional country music, and that's what I do. And that was really inspiring for us because we kind of fit into, you know, a couple of different molds, but not very many all at the same time. And we've had people kind of come and say, hey, you know, if you guys just push for a little more of a commercial sound, like we could do more with that. And so it was good to see somebody sort of put their foot down and go, no, I'm just about doing what I do. And so that sort of gave us a little bit of strength and inspiration to do what we do as well.
Which is great, because she obviously believes in what she does, and that can help moving forward, especially in this kind of industry, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to ask some fun questions, because I want to know, since you guys know so much about each other, who takes the longest to get ready? Him? Why? Is it the hair?
It's the long showers.
Oh,
Come on, that's a little close.
No, he comes out pickled.
I would expect, I mean, you have the long hair. Would you say he has the best hair?
He has the best.
Right now he does.
Okay.
We all Joey and I just cut our hair.
Yeah.
Cut it off, huh?
Yeah.
Ariel used to have a monster mane, but a fact unknown to most people is that Dave actually only shampoos his hair maybe twice a year.
Fact. Now you're like, woo.
What?
Fact.
Twice a year?
My mom says he smells like a couch.
For real? I can't smell you, and I'm sitting extremely close to you, but that's pretty impressive.
I've masked it.
I bet it's extremely healthy, though. That's good.
You could ask it.
I want to know, now, are any of you all in a relationship?
All of us.
All of us. Yeah.
Man, then I can't even have a good wingman here. I was going to find out who the best wingman was, but obviously that one failed.
It's been so long,
Good times.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I think Dave and Ryan spent some time single. I don't know. You guys were single once.
Yeah, we wingman each other.
Yeah, you helped each other out. That's good.
Is the past tense wungmanned?
Yes, let's just go with that. Let's go with that. Okay, since you guys have been traveling all over the place, especially because it's kind of like you have an Americana sound, would you describe it as that? I don't want to mess that up. You would.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So have you been all over, like, the South performing? Tell me about it.
No.
No.
No, not
Just-
quite. Nashville's the furthest south that we've got.
So was there a great
Nashville,
Southern
Kentucky.
saying that you heard in Nashville or Kentucky that you love?
I like all y'alls.
Yeah, it's great. isn't
Like
it?
referring to our van as all y'all's van.
It's perfect. Encompasses everything, right?
Oh man, I wish I could. I heard a couple of really good ones in Kentucky that I can't remember now.
I think
Damn.
all y'all can be singular too. Like y'all can be just one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but I like the possessive form. All y'alls.
It's
Like,
a good one.
All y'all's. You know.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
No, it's good stuff. Okay, who are you all listening to? Who are you all? Who are all y'all's listening to right now?
Come on.
Triple word score.
Blake Mills. Blake
Okay.
Mills.
Okay, busted. Come back to me for a second. I just got to think about
Okay.
what's on my pod.
The latest Lake Street Dive is really good.
Snagged it.
They're taking them all right now.
Oh man, I love Rage Against the Machine. We listen to Rage Against the Machine.
I love it. You have
On
one?
the ride home. Bonnie Raitt's Fundamental.
That's good.
Older track. but-
So you guys are listening to all kinds of stuff. It's amazing.
Hornsby. Yeah. I mean, Dave went on a Bruce Hornsby kick
Hi, Bruce.
for the last 2 days, and we've listened to like every record we can get our hands on.
I mean, you must have to do something to, like, you know, there's so much downtime, right? So you have to enjoy listening to music,
much
but
driving.
what else goes on behind the scenes that everybody would want to know about? Life on the road. What's it really like?
You're going to be so bored to find out that just very little. I read and write emails.
You do write emails. We've heard that twice in this interview. He is very good at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I write the emails. That's what I do.
I watch terrible action movies. Terrible.
What? Give us an example.
Oh,
The entire Jackie Chan chronology.
I got into a Jackie. I used to be a big Jackie Chan fan, and I just recently dove into another Jackie Chan phase. Got Ryan watching a couple of them too.
Impressive.
It was nice.
What are you doing?
I'm into zombie movies. Definitely, I watch a lot of Walking Dead and just about anything else I can get my hands on. I do a lot of smelling these guys as farts.
That was the best thing I've heard all interview. So glad that I know what I'm missing out on. He went there.
Okay,
He did.
If you want us to be honest.
He did
guys,
burp
let's get
earlier,
close.
you guys. I caught the burp earlier. He had to bring it up. What about you? What are you doing on the road?
Oh, sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I get. I hear that a lot. It must be
is a
nice.
Ryan's the cat.
He's like a house cat of the band. Yeah.
He's got the back bench in the van, so we don't see him until we get to the gig.
Sleeps about
His head pops
18
up
hours
when
a
he
day.
needs something.
Yeah. Guys, Quiznos?
Just for food and water. Nice.
You're basically awake 6 hours of the day.
I love it. Really? Oh gosh, you got to get it together.
been feeling well recently.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense.
It's
Okay.
more like 4 hours a day you're awake.
You're just sleeping a lot, basically. Okay, that's
Ryan is
good.
sleeping right now.
Okay, I want to round out this interview with what you hope your fans take away from your music. Who wants to take it?
Oh. I hope they're happy at the end of the show.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hope our music can send them home with a little feel good.
So in 2015, that's what's going to happen with Let It Lie, debut album. Thanks so much for chatting with me, you guys. We cannot wait to catch the show.
Hey, we're the Brothers Landreth, and you're watching Afterbuzz TV.
TV.